Hi guys, it's Ellen and today I have a new scrapbooking layout to share with you. So in this video I'm using Heidi Swap storyline chapters, and this rainbow paper here is one of my favourites from this collection. I absolutely love it, and originally I was going to use it just as my background, but I thought I would do something a little bit more interesting with it. So I've got my A4 white card as my base, and then I'm going to layer up big pieces of pattern paper to create different paper layers. And it also adds different colours, different heights, different patterns. I think it just makes it a little bit more interesting. So yeah, I've cut down my rainbow pattern paper, and that will be situated over to the right of my layout. So I'll have a small white border on the left hand side and the top. And then I added a big strip of yellow pattern paper to the right of the rainbow pattern paper. I also added a smaller strip of pink watercolor style paper, and then I'm going to add one more sort of a faded green color, and that'll be a much smaller strip. And this just, like I said, it creates more interest to the background. It's not just flat, there's a lot more going on. So I've distressed all the edges of my pattern paper, and then you've just seen me draw a border around this. This is where I'm going to hand stitch all around it. So it is all stuck down with double-sided tape, but I wanted to add another texture. I love the look of hand stitching on my layout, so I thought that would work really well. And I just do that with some really thick pink embroidery thread, all just a straight stitch all around the edge. So here you can see I've done the stitching on my layout, and now I'm just ruffling up all the edges of my papers. I then got my photos. These are Oscar photos. I haven't done an Oscar photo layout in a while, I don't think, which is very unusual for me. So yeah, I've got these two photos of him in black and white, and he's with one of his favourite toys. This is Beige bone. So he has a toy box filled with toys, and each one of them has an individual name. So yeah, this one is Beige bone, so we're talking about that one in this layout today. So I've backed one of the photos onto a pink pattern paper and one of them onto this gorgeous yellow gingham style pattern paper, and I'm going to sort of layer the two photos up together. And the photo that is backed with the yellow pattern paper is going to go up onto some foam, so it's propped up. And then I'm just going to go through all of the pieces from this collection to find things that will work around my two photos. So I end up creating sort of a really big cluster around the two photos, and it sort of trickles down to the right hand corner and up to the left hand corner in sort of a diagonal design. So I've backed the right hand photo with some cheesecloth, and now I've also added some paper flowers that I got from the range ages ago. These are just white paper flowers, and I wanted to add them. There's a lot of florals in this collection, so I thought it would look really nice to have the dimension of the paper flowers, but then also some of the sticker flowers as well. So I'm going to stick down my photos because I know that's definitely where they're going to go. I've got a small sort of journal card sticker behind the right hand photo as well, and also a gold foiled flower sticker that works really pretty. So yeah, I'm just going to go through all of my stickers and die cuts and find pieces that I think will work. Okay, so now that I've picked out some die cuts and things that I like, I thought I would work on the title before sticking everything down. So in one of the sticker books from this collection, there were these really pretty beige coloured small alpha stickers, which I thought would work really well, and I'm just using those to write out the word beige. And then I'm using a old set of thickers in gold to write the word bone underneath, so it's the title is the name of his toy. And the gold thickers work really well because again there's lots of gold foiling in this collection, so I wanted to make sure that was nice and visible. I also have that die cut piece, sort of a banner piece at the top that says date, so I thought I would use these same thickers to write 2020 in that space. There wasn't enough space to write like the proper date, but with pictures like this it doesn't really matter to me having the full date. I like to just know the year really, and that's about it. So I'm going to stick down the banner piece with some foam. I've added a banner sticker behind that. I'm going to start sticking down all of my other pieces as well. So some of the pieces, as usual, will go onto some foam tape to add dimension, and some pieces will be stuck flat. I have a couple of sort of quote or word pieces. I've got my dimensional paper flowers. I stick these down with a lot of glue. I wasn't sure how this would work, but I left it to dry overnight and they're perfectly stuck. So yeah, just PVA glue, that worked really well. I've got some die cuts and some stickers of these sort of watercolour flowers that come in this collection, and also a couple of vellum flowers as well, just to add another texture, another layer. And then once everything's stuck down, and going through these stickers and just finding a few pieces as sort of a final touch. So I've got some of those small gold heart stickers, and I've used these as sort of like sequins. They look the same to me. They're completely foiled and really pretty. I'm also going to add a couple of word stickers underneath the quote sticker that I've got, and then I'm going to add some pearl drops. So I'm just using my white coloured pearl drops so it doesn't distract the eye too much from the photos or anything, so it's a lot going on in this layout. So yeah, I'm just adding a few pearl drops all around my page, and then you can see me here tapping it. That's just to get the pearl drops to go flat. So if you tap the page from the bottom, it flattens them out and they dry 10 times quicker, and I prefer the way it looks as well. And yeah, that's my page all finished. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you very much for being here. Bye guys.